A world of thrills, a world of drama, of capes and tights, a world where death is following dough. Welcome to the Geek Matrix. Hello, welcome everybody to the Geek Matrix East Comics Review Show, episode number, Josh? 258. Damn. Moving on up in the world. All right, we are here every week talking the week's DC Comics releases, and this week is no different, and it is a special start time for us because the three of us have had a rough week, so we needed to take a day. Books were coming out on time, other personal issues aside, and we're here now, early day or early time, late day, and we are gonna just keep doing what we're doing. Yeah, yeah. My name is Rob. As always, joining me are my wonderful co-hosts, Brandon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brandon. Some of the problems, Brandon's been having some technical difficulties this week as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say hello, Brandon.
Oh.
And you've heard his voice already. It's Josh. Why did I make that sound like a shock jock radio host? Oh god. Yeah. Oh dear God. So what is the thing that you think keeps you going the most? No. I do not do a good Howard Stern production impression. I do not do a good Howard Stern. That was horrible. I don't even know who that was. That's yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, so this week we are first week of August talking about Birds of Prey number 24, Secret Six number 6, final issue, Poison Ivy number 35, JSA number 10, with our deferred Absolute books being Absolute Superman number 10 and Absolute Green Lantern number 5, with our honorable mentions going to Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Justice League number 1, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2, number 3, Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma number 5, and Batgirl number 10. And it is kind of refreshing, I gotta say, 10 issues deep, having a Cassandra Cain Batgirl book again. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's almost like the 90s are coming back. It's almost like we've been saying that for 4 years. Jeez. And before Gotham has another earthquake. I've never seen someone so hopeful for an earthquake. Yeah. Oh, you know he will. No, it's gonna be Matt Fraction's second arc, No Man's Land 2, but it's only 3 issues. Yeah. Right. So, how's it going, guys? What's new in the world? Yeah. I mean, they do say that happens. I'm not convinced, but it's possible. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I got an interesting bit of trivia for you guys. Josh, you said you'd never heard it before, or at least you've forgotten. Brandon, I'm curious if you did know this, that apparently Tim Drake's original name was Jeff. Yeah,
I mean I don't remember if that was meant to be a typo or not. I
it's a
think
heck
it
of a
could have just
typo.
been an editing mistake
Yeah.
by way of Danny O'Neill, but yeah, no, that's kind of an old joke at this point. You can find those. Like it's funny that the panel that you sent was like, oh, this there's an updated published edition of Lonely Place of Dying, which is in the Death of the Family trade paperback, remember correctly. If you go back to the old Lonely Place of Living trade paperbacks from 1989, they also have that printing error. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
only recently that that was updated, like within the past half decade, or sorry, decade and a half.
Interesting. Jeff Drake. Imagine the world
Yeah.
that his name was Jeff. Well, Black Lightning might have something to say about that. Yeah, but a lot of people call him Jeff. I sure, but a lot of people still call him Jeff. Yeah, I'm almost sure there is a Jeff already somewhere in the comics world besides Jefferson Pierce. There is, and it's very fitting. um, Also, last week we got preview pages, panels, a page that I could see that I know of a backstory in Deadpool, Batman, Green Arrow, and Daredevil, written by Kevin Smith. I can't remember who's doing the art. Yeah, written by Kevin Smith. Yes, already it's a pure vertical page, but it has Daredevil fighting members of the League of Assassins with Green Arrow taking on the Hand, and they're just running away from these ninjas and fighting them, and it's just looks so sick. Oh God, yes. Onomatopoeia and bullseye. I don't think that's that bad, but like I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's Quiver's one of the best modern Ollie stories.
It is. I swear, didn't he do something with Daredevil as well at some point? Didn't he do like a
Yes,
Marvel Knights or something?
he launched the book.
Oh, okay. It was Marvel Knights Daredevil, right? I think.
It was.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Additionally, speaking of Green Arrow, DC has announced a new Black Label series written and drawn by Gabriel Hardman coming June 16th, 2026. Batman slash Green Arrow slash The Question, which the question is a guy that has no face and he just solves. He's a comic creator that writes and draws. So. Now I'm sure you've read things Gabriel Hardman's done. Let me pull up his
Green
bibliography.
Lantern, Earth One, Invisible
Right, yeah, yeah.
Republic.
I knew I recognized the name. I couldn't remember exactly, but yeah, Green Lantern Earth One was really good stuff. Yeah, sold. Right on. Good shit. Yeah, so that's gonna be good. There's one thing about Green Lantern Earth one I can say, it was very noir feeling. Oh yeah, and that's what I mean. Like I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It was a very interesting take on Green Lantern. It was a very noir esque take on the characters, and then you throw him on Batman Green Arrow Question, fucking done. It's gonna be so good. It looks like it's Vic. It looks like Vic. Yeah, at least like you can't really tell, but the hat is off and they've got short red hair, so it's definitely not Renee. Yeah, 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 yeah. So got that to look forward to, and I just wanted to point out it's almost like fate. I spent the first few days of the week in Montreal, in La Belle Provence, on my first trip there, and I went to go see Linkin Park live. My first time seeing that band. I've been a massive fan of this band for 24 years, since 2001. I never got a chance to, well, I had two chances. I didn't get to see them live at both times. And this time, fucking awesome. But one of the highlights of my trip is I do a lot of touring. And of course, I found a comic shop not too far from the hotel we were staying at. And almost like fate, I'm just looking through bins. Uh, where the fuck is it? Oh, fuck, now I don't. I was looking through the bins, and now I don't remember where I put it. Motherfucker. Oh. Yeah. I gotta organize all my comics. I gotta organize this shit so hard. Yeah, so I go looking through some bins, and I find, almost as a fake, because we were talking about it last week, one Transmetropolitan for $15.
It's more than you should have paid, but I
Yeah.
can't speak for Canadian prices.
I mean, it's cheaper than the cover price.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, the cover price for US is 15 as well. So
I yeah, I those because you got the first 6 issues, but well, I guess that's a good taste. Because my personal advice would have been to get the deluxe editions they just put out. It's a little bit more expensive, but you get the first 12 issues plus the Vertigo Winter's Edge short story. So it really
fair enough.
completes the first year, which
Right.
is sort of like each story moves by a year, or each
How
arc.
long was this? It's like
It's
60 issues.
60 issues.
Right. So sounds about right for Warren Ellis and Derek Robertson. Yeah. I just thought it was. I was just flipping through. They had like 5 or 6 long boxes of just trades. So I was flipping through them, and I come across Transmetropolitan. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Transmetropolitan trade in person. This,
Really?
this is
Oh,
fate.
yeah.
Yeah, because we talked about it last week, and also another one I've never seen in person before: Green Lantern Silver Surfer.
Dude, you gotta come with me to these fucking comic conventions. This is ridiculous. Like, I mean, this is like it's not even just that. Like I must have been to a million different comic shops across the country, and like I can't tell you the number of times I've seen a transmetropolitan trade. Like you just need to live with me for a month or
I
something, and
would
we
go
can go
broke.
comic shopping. Like I'm like every time you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I found this. Is like if you were with me, I would have found you four. You could have given them as treats to your nibblings or whatever.
Yeah, no, I need to go to New York because well, it's dangerous. I need to go with like fuck $5,000 or something like that just to spend in comic shops.
Honestly, you stick with me, kid, you're gonna spend like a 15th of that. You got to learn how to play the game.
Oh yeah,
I know how to play the game
right
because
on.
I'm not going broke. A lot of this stuff I'm getting on sale, and you know when you catch the right time, you can make some serious bank.
Hell
And
yeah,
by bank, I'm not talking money, I'm talking comics.
it's just good, just as good. Well, hell yeah, yeah. I gotta come to New York one day.
Seriously.
I gotta do it.
The only thing that I seem to have luck in life is finding comics, which is both a blessing and a curse for many reasons. But the point is, I'm serious. Like we go
Yeah,
shopping together, I guarantee you, you're gonna find some gems.
and whereas in Canada, like any shop you go to, it's more of the same over and over and over again until you find that
Yeah.
one hidden gem that you didn't realize you'd ever find.
Well,
And then
now I
I
want to
then
go.
I bring it to you, and you're like, "Yeah, I found like six of those yesterday."
Yeah, it's like now I want to go to Canada and see if my luck carries across the border. Because if that's the case, then it's like the first shop I stumble into, I find like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I already have it, but like Big Numbers by Alan Moore, something like really obscure and rare like that. I'll know my luck translates anywhere.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, maybe that's why I should come to Fan Expo Toronto. Is it?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is
Soon, right?
in shit 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's like I may be very unlucky in other ways, but I like I always somehow make out like a bandit, and I think I'd like to think that that will rub off a little bit on you, and you'll find that one Green Lantern thing you'll be looking for. We'll just
Oh
be
yeah.
stumbling, and someone's like, "Hey, War of the Green Lanterns, $5,"
Legit
and you're like, "Oh my
looking for
God."
that.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I only ever find aftermath. I never find the actual story of
I'm
the
telling
trade.
you. It will happen.
God damn. How many copies of War of the Green Lanterns have you found?
I think that one is a little harder, but I think I've definitely seen at least two at New York Comic Con because there's always this one vendor that just has a ton of like discount trade paperbacks,
Yeah.
but it's getting smaller every year. It's actually a little bit concerning.
Hmm. Wait, we have one of those too. I want to say it's a BMV. It's Books Music Videos, like a massive store in Toronto.
Mm,
And they go to like every convention. They have a massive booth, but it's always just like the schlock that either nobody wants to read or everybody has 15
right.
copies of, right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
oh, and every so often you'll find a gem because they'll always have a deal like buy 10 for like 20 bucks or something like that or whatever, right? Some amazing
Yeah.
deal if you buy more, but it's hard to get to that high number because there's not usually that many graphic novels in their tables I want to read.
Right. Yeah. No, our version of that, at least in New York, because I know other states have uh, half price books, which I hear is like a gem. And then there was also Ollie's upstate, but that was kind of a dud. But
Uh,
our version of like the discount bookstore is called Book Off. It's kind of like a anime pop culture comics hybrid. And every time I go in there, they're stacked. It's crazy.
right on. So that's what we need is like a massive comic book store that caters to like every aspect.
Yeah, it would be smart.
So comic book shops around here, they either cater more to anime and manga or more to American comics. There's
Mm.
very few that cater to both at the same time.
Yeah, no, this one is handy, I think, because it does have a nice balance between the two, even if it is a little bit more anime manga focused. But I mean that works for me, honestly, because it helped me build out a lot of the like volumes that I wanted to pick up too. So
Right.
it just works out, I think. But yeah, like literally, this is the like still this is like one of the most ridiculous examples, but like literally, and I don't know who the hell priced this thing. But I went to like their discount section, and I shit you not, the Starman Compendium, the first volume, was sitting in the discount for $5.
Holy shit!
That's a $60 compendium.
Any compendium for $60 is wild, or for $5
Who
is
on
wild.
earth, who on earth had the bright idea to do that? For
Right?
what reason? Like, I feel like I'm stealing.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a lot of people don't realize how much, well, it's not even how much it's worth, it's just they don't really care. It's like, well, no one else is going to buy it. And I guess
Yeah.
price can sometimes be relative based on demand. So if no one else is really interested, might as well sell it at a discount, get some kind of profit.
Yeah. That's crazy though.
Yeah. Could not believe it.
Yeah.
$60 book.
It's like when I found certain books at Dollarama as well. I found a $55 to $60 book there.
What's happening, man?
Right? And again, it was like $5. Just
Yeah.
what the fuck? What's new with you guys though? Anything going on?
Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, nothing really.
Fair enough. Uh, well then. All right, with that. Wait,
I
did
don't know. Not a lot of
somebody
exciting stuff happens sometimes.
Brandon,
It's just
didn't you
kind of
send
life
us
as
some
usual.
news recently?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Huh. Maybe I thought there was. I just got confused.
We can go into the books. I mean, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
may as well.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Birds of Prey,
Uh,
number 24, written by Kelly Thompson with art by Sami Basri. Additional inks by Vicente Cifuentes, colors by Adriano Lucas, and letters by Clayton Cowles. The full roster of the birds take on the ink possessed Barda. They struggle for a while, but they manage to use a spell to free Barda of her possession, and naturally, she's pretty pissed about it. That anger is shortly redirected as Golden Lion uses his staff to control Megara for a moment, giving himself and the rest of the Shadow Army time to escape. While the birds have successfully freed Barda, they are still unsuccessful in defeating the Shadow Army. So they decide to get some food in the meantime while regrouping and decide to strategize. Barbara outlines how the Shadow Army were prepared for them at every turn, even seemingly predicting what to do if Barda got free. Barda then jumps up and attacks the wall, only to pull from the hole in the wall Ink, who Barda threatens to speak. So, to be continued. We'll see what happens next month. Birds of Prey closing out this arc, a little rushed, but a satisfying conclusion. Just looking forward to how the Shadow Army plotline gets resolved and why exactly Ink was hiding behind the wall. Um, I I didn't rate this book. I didn't rate any of the books this week. I was just I didn't really get to read them until today. In all honesty, I was in pretty bad headspace. But looking back, I would say it's probably like an 8 out of 10. So there you go.
right on. I am stoked for what's going to happen with Ink. Is anybody else hoping she joins the team? Because I know I am.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, sure. Why not?
yeah. Give me any Ink in the present day. No, that's what I said. Yeah, Yeah. Well, that's the thing with Ink though as a villain in this time frame just feels maybe a little OP. Like there was and I know it's just the way they wrote it, but in Batman Beyond there were easier ways to take her down, right? And once he figured it out, it was easy to take her down after a while. But she was formidable even for Terry's first time. But again, like I think it was Sonic's was her weakness. Um, I don't think Black Canary's fully figured out that Sonic's is necessarily Ink's weakness. Yeah, not completely. Yeah, like there's yeah, exactly. Um, so it just feels like maybe Ink's a little overpowered for this group of heroes right now in this timeline. Either way, I'm just stoked that she's here. I love Ink as a villain. I love most of the Batman Beyond villains, but I love Ink as she's one of my favorite Batman Beyond villains. So I'm just stoked to see her in comics. I would just love to see her stick around for a while. I feel like if she was a villain, she'd be relegated to this story arc, and that's it. I wouldn't mind her joining the team for a little bit, and maybe she could stick around a little longer. That's my hope. But um, that's the story arc. I agree with Brandon was a little bit rushed, but still fun, still good. I'm stoked to see what happens next arc and next issue. This is getting an 8.75 out of 10. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, right on. Hell yeah, there's no secret that this is a fun book. Ah, I did it. I don't know if it's just my screen seeing your screen, but like it's so gamma you can't even see the name of the book. It's just white background. I don't know if it doesn't look normal on your screen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it should be fine. It's just me. It's just kind of weird. It's just really bright. But yeah, this is Secret Six, number 6 in Who Needs Friends Anyway. This is written by Nicole Maines with art from Steven Segovia, colors from Rain Burrito, and letters from Steve Wands. And I actually have the physical issue this time. Oh my god. And when I went to the shop to pick this up, I figured I'd pick up the first 5 as well because I actually really like this series. So we open up on a little bit of John reminiscing on his life, leading to him outside Checkmate, where it has basically blown up with the rest of the Secret Six inside. John and Catman are trying to figure out their next steps and end up having a debate over what heroes actually do and what the moral compass really points towards. Having their disagreements as usual inside, the remaining team members are with the now essentially lobotomized Amanda Waller, who has no memory of who she is or what her life was. Still mobile and still a person and able to speak and everything, but no memory whatsoever of anything else. Her entire brain and all her memories are downloaded onto a jump drive, which Dreamer has kept in her pocket. Gossamer does not like that and still wants his revenge, so he points his gun at Dreamer and demands that she gives him the jump drive. He tries to fire the gun, it jams, and then their fight ensues. They have a giant fist fight. John and Catman get into a giant fist fight. Um, and then Deadshot and Amanda Waller make it to the surface where they find Black Alice has channeled the god of war Ares and is fighting the entire U.S. Army. So they're a little fucked. Shit's just going crazy all over the place until Catman comes across Deadshot with Amanda Waller, gets pissed at Deadshot because all he sees is Deadshot helping Amanda again. John activates his blue lightning mode, takes out a whole bunch of army vehicles, takes down Black Alice. Ares as well took his power back and says, "You don't steal from me, girl." And then shit gets a little less haywire, but still as haywire as it used to be because Gossamer and Dreamer come out fighting each other. John splits them up, and that's when shit goes downhill for this couple. John sees that blood is on Gossamer's shirt, and it's neither his nor Nia's. Um, and it leads to a whole moral compass situation between John and Gossamer, where Gossamer just wants to finish this and can't see any way to go back to how it used to be. Shit's gone too long, and nobody wants to see his side. John, especially, so he dissipates and leaves everyone behind, essentially breaking up that couple. Black Alice, Catman, and excuse me, Deadshot take off with Dreamer and Amanda Waller, leaving John left alone, crying in the rain. Very sad ending, but still, it's the end for now, and the story will continue in Superman Unlimited and Justice League Unlimited, and we'll have to see how it continues, because where the fuck do they go from here? I'm kind of sad to see this end, especially this way, because they do promise more to come, but I don't see it continuing the level of story that this book had, which I was hooked and I thought it was really good. And I think Nicole Mates did a terrific job. And I know this isn't Nicole Mates' first gig writing a book, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think it might be her first solo miniseries. She's done co-writing, she's done one-shots, but I think this is her first actual book that she wrote by herself, if I'm not mistaken.
If
Yeah.
if that other Task Force book did not exist, then yes, you would be right.
But that was
No, it wasn't.
task. What task force book?
The one with Eddie Barrows. I can't remember the name.
Shit. Oh, the one during
Yeah,
Absolute
with
Power.
Black Alice and Bizarro.
Oh, okay, yeah. And they were, oh, okay, yes.
Wasn't it
Right,
like Suicide Squad Task Force or something?
something like that. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, it was like 4 issues or something. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So second book, also miniseries, but more issues this time, so that's always good. Um, I like the story that Dreamers had throughout since at least what was it? I guess Superman or was Son of Superman, Son Son of Kal El. I can't remember what that book was called now.
That's the one.
Son of Kal El. Okay. Um, yeah, I think it's been since that the Dreamer's been around, and then this story that Nicole Maines has been following has been going since Tom Taylor's Suicide Squad, like 5 years ago.
Mm.
It's been a long run for this entire story, and it still feels like it's not done yet, which is wild. Um, yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I wish it could have been contained a bit more and not like spread out so much. And I get why that had to happen, but it feels like it's just jumping off of other events and telling its story that way instead of just telling its story. And it just feels kind of weird. I don't think
I
I've
mean, it makes
seen
sense.
I don't think I've
She's
seen a
been,
story like this.
yeah, such an integral part of a lot of the major storylines at this point. So
Yeah.
it kind of stands to reason why it would continue building off of that. But I like that it's doing that and still kind of, you know, doing interesting things with Dreamer.
Yeah. No, for sure. And even Amanda Waller. Like, where
Yeah.
does the wall go now?
Yeah. And Jay. Oh my God. You
Yeah.
want to talk about like complete a character I did a complete 180 on.
Right.
I'm fucking with the new anti-hero Jay. Or maybe even just straight up villain Jay.
Might be Villain J at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
I
kind
mean
of hard to say.
he's definitely willing to go over the line.
Yeah, but would he go full villain? Right?
That's the question, I
Yeah,
guess.
because we nobody really knew who he was, and like more pieces of his history came out over time, but nobody knew what he was like before him and John
Yeah.
met. Right? He could have always been a total villain.
Well, there was always like speculation that people had that he was like a secret agent the whole time and was basically acting as like a honeypot to get to John. But
Oh,
clearly that turned out to be different. But I
yeah,
think it's still, I don't know, I always felt like that was kind of a missed opportunity not going the villain route. And it's interesting to see that that turn has happened just in a very different way.
yeah. It'll be interesting to see the future of these characters. I know we're going to see more John Kent. That's probably going to take place in Superman Unlimited. If and when we see Gossamer or Dreamer again, who knows? I'm
Yeah.
hoping Dreamer gets pulled into the Justice League. I think she's more than earned her spot. But as for Black Alice, Catman, and Deadshot, who the hell knows, right? I wouldn't have
Yeah.
minded if this book stuck around a little longer just for those characters. Right? Have
It's true.
Dreamer stick around even if John and Gossamer left and they filled the void with two other characters. I'm all for it, right? But unfortunately, these books have to end sometimes. But this was a fun run. This really was. And for a lot of Secret Six enthusiasts, it might not have been the best Secret Six in the world. Might not have even been in your, I don't even know how many Secret Six there were, maybe top 5 or 4. But I think it was really
Not,
good.
yeah.
For that,
I mean,
I'm giving it an 8.75 out of 10.
I would say obviously it, falls short of the like 2006 stuff because you
Yeah,
just can't top that. Um, I think it definitely had the entertaining dynamics to keep it going. But yeah, I do think you're right. It was like it did spend a lot of time kind of trying to build off of other events that had happened. And it would have been nice to see this team handle the more typical espionage storylines that you might see from the Secret Six. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like that would have been. I think this would be like a good like opening arc, and then it's like okay, next time maybe we go up against Gossamer or something completely different, just so you can kind
yeah,
of see what the team continues to do.
yeah. That would have been cool. And like if Gossamer leaves, and then you fill the void with like Bizarro.
Or who else was on that old team? Is it Ragdoll?
Ooh, oh man.
Or
I mean, Ragdoll would be
obviously
cool, but
yeah, Scandal doesn't really work so much anymore now
no.
that she's on the Injustice Society. But I'm like, who else? Yeah, who else could you get? I guess
Yeah,
Bane wouldn't really work either.
he could
Uh,
now.
maybe Cheshire?
Oh,
That'd
maybe.
be kind of cool.
I'm trying to think of like if Dreamer's sticking around and being a quote unquote leader, like kind of like Luke Cage was for the Thunderbolts for a while.
Sure.
Who would mesh with Dreamer and not be like too powerful a personality that she couldn't contend with?
Yeah. I feel like it would be less of a group of quote unquote villains, you know?
Yeah.
Sort of like what the 2016 was.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Thunderbolts, actually.
The one with Luke Cage?
No,
Oh
the
no.
Secret Six from the Gail Simone Secret Six. Like
Oh
those were
okay,
all
yeah, yeah,
villains,
yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's really what it should be, is a whole bunch of villains basically
Yeah,
doing Task Force X work, but without the bombs in their brains.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think it would take on more heroic entities,
Yeah.
rather than villains. Because, like you said, those would probably be easier people to work with.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Well, hopefully one day, and I can't wait to see what Nicole Maines writes next and where some of these characters go next. Yeah, that's me.
Cool.
Right on. Fair. It was kind of abrupt where I got to the last page. I'm like, that can't be it, but I also don't know what else to expect. It was like my follow up thought, right? Yeah. Huh. Itching, are you? Mm, yeah. It has been a ride, this arc. A lot of ups and downs, with honestly maybe more downs than ups. Not like story wise, just like shit, these characters are going through it. And I did not expect what Ivy was going to do to Bella Garden. Um, yeah, yeah, that was crazy. And I'm wondering if I think you mentioned that Janet just looked even more shocked. Oh, the yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. Because with Janet now having betrayed Ivy, and if that ever comes to light, like Janet's gonna be shitting her pants because what the hell is Ivy gonna do to me now, right? If she did that to Bella, um, which is fucking crazy. Yeah, yeah. Also, the revelation that the Lamia spores are still out there somewhere, and that she didn't end up killing them all. That's I feel like that's setting up maybe the next story arc, and might even I hate to say it, but might even like lead this book to the end because how much further can G. Willow Wilson take this book? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, we're now on 35 and counting. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'll be there with you. This has been such a fucking book. Soon closing out its third year on the stands. That's crazy. Exactly. That's, oh, I honestly can't say it's happened before. 35 straight banger? Has that happened before? It's insane. Yeah. This opinions are opinions. 9 out of 10 for me. If I didn't get my score before, I don't remember, but yeah, 9 out of 10 for me is solid fucking book. Holy shit. To this day, 3 years on, still easily one of the best books DC puts in. Brandon. Do a whole solid snake thing. Brandon. Brandon.
Hello,
Oh, hi.
hello.
There you are.
No, I just said I'm. Yeah, I'm sure I'd have a lot to say if I read this one, but I did not.
Oh no. Fair enough. I hope you get to soon. It is still
Yeah, no, I mean
awesome.
it consistently is a very enjoyable read. Right. Yeah. Maybe, maybe we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And some people have died.
Hmm.
I mean, it happened like 4 issues ago.
Sure, yeah. JSA number 10, written by Jeff Lemire, art by Rafael de la Tour, colors by Luis Guerrero, and letters by Steve Wands. The new kid, Eternity, receives a history lesson from Mr. Keeper, advisor to all the previous kid Eternities, as Hawkman and Hawkgirl take on the Demons 3 and Gentleman Ghost. Back at the Brownstone, Johnny Sorrow. Now that Johnny Sorrow has been revealed, he attacks Alan and Jade before running off to Black Hawk Island to regroup with the Injustice Society. Knowing the worst is coming, Alan makes a call and splits up the team. Jesse and Rick will go save Beth and Todd, while the rest will go to Black Hawk Island. At that moment, the Injustice Society arrives at Black Hawk Island and acquires the Spear of Destiny. But back in Hell, Hawkgirl is injured and Hawkman is down when Kid Eternity arrives just in time, informing the Hawks that she used the power of a doctor named Kent, which Carter finds alarming. The JSA team of Alan, Jade, Jay, and Sand arrive on Black Hawk Island, but Alan and Jade sense something disturbing. Just then, they are compelled to their knees by Wotan, who announces that the end of the JSA has arrived at last. Yeah, stakes continue to be raised. Stuff is pretty exciting. I'm sure there's going to be some awkward tension between Rick and Jesse, but overall, pretty solid if fast read. So I'll give this one an 8.25 out of 10. Love the focus on Kid Eternity, who always is kind of a favorite cult character of mine.
Yeah. Look like RZA? Interesting. Yeah. Uh, hard to score this one, I think. But it was seriously really really good issue of an epic story. Um, Nothing I could say was bad, but nothing I could say just like, pardon the weird phrase, rocked my socks off, if that, if you will. Um, for somebody that's more knowledgeable on Kid Eternity, it would be very exciting for them. Um, for someone that cares more about our man and Jesse Quick's relationship, it would be devastating them. Like it's just there's a lot here that's cool, but nothing that just made me go, wow, like previous issues, right? So uh yeah.
You really
Uh
haven't though. It's only in this run, but sure. Yeah.
yeah. Um yeah, so I don't know. Like it's good. It's just not like uber exciting like the previous issues have been. Not that it's a lull. I don't know. It's maybe I'm just going in circles. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna give it an 8.25. No, it's like it's just there's nothing in this issue catered to me, if that makes sense. Not that I not that it needs to be, not that I want it to be necessarily. It's just like when it comes to this issue, everything that happened might be more exciting for somebody else that has more knowledge in those aspects, right? Like the stuff with Kid Eternity, for example. I know very little about Kid Eternity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So it wouldn't like get my hype meters up, but I could tell that it's definitely a hype moment for somebody out there. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. How the hell did we do this in just over an hour? Yeah, but still, we've had two books and we've taken three.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's true.
no. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm fucking annoyed. Model. Model kit. Thank you. It's not it's not a doll mom's action figure. Yeah. Hmm. Well, when he landed with the blue lightning. Yeah. Right. Number three, I had Bop. Number two, Bop. Birds of Prey, for those that don't know what I'm talking about. Number two, I had Secret Six, and number one, I had Poison Ivy. My favorite moment, also coming out of Secret Six, when Deadshot comes up with Amanda Waller out of the underground, sees Black Alice going full God of War, and just says, "Remember when I used to get paid for this shit?" That's that was the light in the darkness for that issue. Mhm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Brandon hasn't done his top three.
Let's see. Number three, Birds of Prey. Number two, JSA. Number one is probably Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League. That was pretty fun. Thankfully, I did have a chance to read that. Favorite moment, Jesse Quick landing a punch on Johnny Sorrow. It was a pretty cool
Oh
double
man,
page spread.
that
Yeah.
was cool.
Nicholas Scott.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to give it to Poison Ivy. That is dynamic and beautiful. But all the covers this week are just fantastic.
I'll go with JSA. It's very interesting design.
Right on. Yeah. Peace.